What up, boys?
What's up?
Boom!
Two boys wearing beanies.
And Will.
I asked before as we were counting down, I said, what episode number is this? And nobody knows, and I do not care. Because we're gonna do the right chapter. Yeah, that sounds right.
I think it's 7.
But we have an episode maybe. I'm trying to remember what I wrote in the description, but now I don't know. It's right. And there's just look at
Crippled
Spotify.
Pod. I'm jumping on the YouTube. Oh God. Okay. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
It's our intro.
Click clacks?
No, but
no.
Yeah, I love my click clacks.
Yeah, so do I. What is that? Are those brown switches? I mean, on the inside, you dingle.
I don't know. It's custom.
They sound like browns.
What's a brown?
It's a type of switch.
I was like, bro, they're white, red, and black, dog.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the hell he's saying, Will. He's talking about. He said a color, bro.
To call you out. I didn't mean to call you out on you not knowing
I don't.
Switches.
I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad.
My keyboard sounds white.
This is a
like white switches. Let me see. What kind of switches? What kind of switch do I have?
The switches are the mechanical or the mechanism underneath the keycap.
I know what they are now.
I don't know.
Now.
Switches. Right off the bat, we just went completely off course.
This is great. This is really good.
We're on episode. Y'all were correct. We're on episode 8.
All right. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. I did make my summaries a little shorter, so hopefully that gives Will more time to talk. So that's the hope here. I did not find the questions helped last week, so I didn't put questions together this week. So I'm just going to go like we were before. If people like the questions for some reason, let us know. Otherwise, I'm just going to do what we were doing in the first place. So, Will, do you have anything to say before we get into this book?
I think so. No,
wow,
it was good. Good set of chapters here, and we're rocketing toward the end. I think this marks the halfway point in this book, if I'm not mistaken. It's chapters 10 through 14?
11 through 14.
11 through 14. I think this is the halfway point. You hit the halfway point in this set of chapters. So
yeah. So let's do it. Let's go into chapter 11. I'm assuming we can read this without Maurice.
I think
I'm here.
Okay, he's here. He's here. Don't worry, video people. He's here. All right, chapter 11. Culp tries to fix a rent in the Warren and instead gets grabbed by a giant Telanamos dragon who sets everything on fire. The rent is sealed and Cylanda gets driven into a flaming Warren. Ship burns. Bowden grabs Felicin and jumps overboard. They survive in the desert where it's revealed Bowden is Talon, secretly sent by Tavor to protect Felicin after adding her to the purge to prove House Perrin's loyalty. Protection came. It was terrible execution, though. Felicin tells him to leave. The whirlwind is rising. At the Temple of Shadow, pus keeps stalling while shapeshifters converge beneath it. The Path of Hands ends here. Fiddler and Mappo suspect Apsalar might be meant to fulfill the Sheikh Reborn prophecy, and Fiddler starts questioning the dark legends about Akarium. None of this feels that promising. All right, so we got some reveals in here, some darkness in here. I like this chapter. This is a fun one because it starts with a bang with the dragon, right? And then we get some Tavor and like Perrin stuff, which is fun. Big fan of that. And then we get into Pust and Akarium. So let's talk about the dragon first. How we like the dragon, Will?
That was sick. So I don't know if anybody has seen this, but you'll see it if you go in the Fable Book Club. But Jason, our resident artist, did a piece of this dragon.
Yes, looks cool.
And it is awesome. So definitely go check that out if you have not yet seen it. But basically...
It's also in the Broken Binding edition.
Yeah, I was just going to look. There is a cool picture here, too. Here, you can be talking
this looks
but here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, there it is.
Big boy.
Big old undead dragon.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Crazy, dude.
So there's definitely something going on with this dragon's fire also, because Bodin, whatever, he gets burned like all over his body, but he doesn't burn. He like turns to bronze. Which, is a super interesting thing.
What does that mean? What does that mean? We don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
Will, can you do me a favor real quick? Can you bring
Yes.
your mic closer to your mouth?
Yes. Is that better?
Yeah, it's a little better.
Okay. Sorry. I never know how loud I am because if this thing lights up every time I breathe, and I'm like, that can't be that loud. So I moved.
I'll
it
tell
away
you if
so
you
it
need to
wasn't
go up.
catching breath
Yeah.
sounds.
Yeah, we'll tell you.
Yeah. So also the Ascendants taking control of Culp's body to seal the rent was a really interesting scene. I love Culp, but I don't fully know what was happening. That was a wild sequence. There's a lot happening here that feels like it's just like above the level of what our characters fully understand, you know? So I think it's natural that maybe the reader doesn't fully grasp a lot of this either, right?
Yeah. It's a cool picture.
Yeah.
The scene is
visual
very cool.
is sick.
Yeah.
I mean, a giant undead Talonamos dragon, like
hard to beat.
Burning a ship and turning shit to bronze. Yeah, I don't fucking know what's happening, but it's cool as hell. So that was awesome. I don't know. The whole knowing that Bodin was supposed to be protecting Felicia this entire time makes him even worse in my opinion. It just makes
a bit of back and forth on this
even further. You know, I mean, because it feels like he was sent there to do that, but like he didn't really do it. Like he let Benneth, rape her over and over again, rent her out to soldiers and whatever. Just let that happen when he could have easily stopped it. He says, she wasn't willing to leave or whatever, but like, you're like massive. You couldn't just knock her out and walk out of the camp with her.
There was a bit of back and forth on this in the book club. I don't know if you saw that, Noah.
He would have to look at the book club to see that. But
God forbid I have a lot of stuff going on. I can't read every book club comment.
I don't read every book club comment, but there was though quite a bit of back and forth about how people feel about Bodin and Felician and this whole.
I was very firmly on the Bodin is not a good dude. I think he has some potentially redeeming qualities, but for the most part, not really. He's
he's a bad guy that can be used for good purposes at times. But I mean, like, he was sent there explicitly to protect her and then just let all this terrible shit happen to her. I just can't. And he's also established that he's got to be close to 40 if by what they've said about his age. He's like huge.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing. But I'm saying he's like a 40.
Nothing wrong with him being 40. It's him raping
and like can do all this crazy shit. And she's
a
like
16-year-old girl.
I just
15, 16.
Yeah, I just can't really forgive that. So even if she is unwilling, I don't really. Who cares?
He's got his.
What are you doing? Why are you taking?
He's showing us the color.
They're blue.
Oh, okay. The blue caps. Okay.
What do you think I've been doing? I've been trying to find a thing so I could pull the keys off.
I didn't know what you were doing.
He's very.
I thought you got a package or something. I don't know.
You're gonna talk shit about me? I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna find out.
Nobody's talking shit. I just
everybody. No one's been able to stop thinking about: is it brown? Is it brown? Is it brown?
I think that's just you, bud.
Blues are rare. That's not a very big pickup. So I mean, you're unique in that. I like that for you.
Thank you.
Anyway. Yeah.
But he does save Felicien in this. Like, he stops her from going overboard. He, like, grabs her and saves her. He has that instinct. He shows that. There is, like, somewhat of, like... He's a complex character. He is a complex character.
Who was the character that he like caught from going over
Truth.
the side of the ship?
Yeah, he caught Truth.
Saved him.
Yeah.
And there was no reason he didn't have to do that at all. Nobody would have been mad if he didn't.
I think it seems like he's just a good guy who's too horny for his own good.
Well, yeah, and that could be part of it. But I also
But there is the idea that he was there, sent there to protect Fellison. The idea was that Fellison was supposed to be, or Felicin, was supposed to be taken out of the prison soon after arrival. It feels like we could have fucking had a conversation or something. Like he could have talked to her before she was deep into Bennett's, like under his sway. I think I said this in the podcast. I think there's some like underlying misogyny here that Erickson put in intentionally. And there's a level where Fellison used her sexuality to essentially keep these men. She thought she was keeping them alive. She thought she was, getting them fed. She was getting them preferential treatment. She did get Haboric moved. And I think when he says, like, she didn't want to go, it's like, you didn't fucking ask, dude.
Yeah, I think that's, on some level, that's him justifying his actions.
I think it's slut shaming. They were disgusted with her behavior, and so they were like, fine, if you want to be a little slut, you can be a little slut. And that's kind of their mentality. Even Haboric, who I think saw it more like he was like quietly ashamed of her. And I think it's sad because she was doing that for them also, for herself and for them. She fucking... Oh, there's so much in this book, and then stuff that happens later that I want to talk about, but I can't. So I'll just stop there.
That's fair. Yeah. So what did we think? Will, what did you think about the reveal though that he was sent? Actually, regardless of how he executed it, I thought my first read through, I thought it was pretty cool to be like, oh, okay, he was actually put here. So it gives you like this trying to make their house still look good or loyal to. It's so like he had to think of that so far ahead of time to make that in, and then I'm sure that plays out at some point.
What does that mean for Tavor? How do we feel about Tavor knowing
kind
that?
of changes?
I still feel really bad about her. I'm sorry. I mean, yes, it is better than if she just sacrificed her baby sister to the slave pits. But I also think it's fair to say, like, you still put her through what you knew was going to be an extremely harrowing and like traumatizing experience. Even just the march through the city, when they took her to the ships, like all of that was horrific. The horror didn't start when she got there. And then on top of that, on the ship, when she's like, that's when she started like sleeping with people for protection. Protection that wouldn't have been necessary if Bowden had done what he was supposed to do.
And that's the thing. I don't know, what did Tavor like? When you look at it, like I try to put myself in that situation, like my little brother, obviously I'd have my little brother stay alive and go through some traumatic stuff, thinking that I'm giving him someone to protect him. Whether that person does what I originally think he's going to do, that's hard to put on myself. I mean, I'm sure you do.
We have no insight into Tavor's situation. We don't know what was the other option? Were there other options? I think that's what's complicated here.
Given what we know about the adjunct like position, it's possible Lacine just said, call them all, like family, whatever.
Including your sister.
Yeah. And this was her only way of trying to save her.
Is that inferred or...
no, it's not. I mean, it's just kind of a thought, based on what we know about Lacine. But... And given the fact that the Perrin family was already disgraced because of Genois, it's possible that that's what was happening. I don't know.
Oh, from Genoa. Genoa, you mean? Genoa.
Ganos.
Genoa.
Ganos.
I don't know.
Ganos.
We can't trust Lister.
You can't trust Mr. Lister. Mr. Lister. You can't trust his pronunciations, but that's...
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I think we've hit on that enough. Let's move. I want to stay on this chapter, but let's go. I want to talk about Puss for a little bit.
God, I fucking love Puss, dude.
So we get a couple cool things with Puss and Iscarium in this chapter. So Puss, he keeps stalling while the shapeshifters converge, because the path of hands ends here. And I think you might have. Did you talk about that at one point, Will, in a previous podcast?
Which thing?
About the Path of Hands ending.
I don't know if I did. We have discussed it. But
Okay.
I did.
I was just curious. What Puss? We get Puss again. We all like Puss, right?
Yeah.
Like he's definitely gonna be on my team.
I don't know that he'd be a chill hang. I gotta be honest with you.
I don't know. He'd be a fun hang. I don't know. Chill's the right word. I don't know if chill's
definitely
right
not chill. He'd be
in my friend group for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he would bring something to the party. I don't disagree.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Puss. Like I said, I find Puss cracks me up. I think that I'm really enjoying this storyline, though. In particular, the Ikariam Mappo.
They're so good.
I mean, that's my favorite. I think
they're the best boys.
Probably my favorite part of the book to this point. Is their dynamic, and Mappo's like desire to protect Ikariam, but also knowing like clearly there's something dangerous about it too.
I would read 1,000-page book of Mappo and Ikariam.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Like their adventures, they've been around for a minute now.
Well,
yeah, a couple
Ikariam,
minutes.
Who knows? And then Mappo's centuries at least. You know, I don't know exactly how old.
So what about so Fiddler starts questioning about Ikariam.
Like his past.
Yeah. That kind of sends, that's like that adds like nice dread to the chapter too, because it's like, oh shit. Because like, well, I guess you don't really know yet, do you?
No, he's like, there's some scary stories about Ikariam that I've heard, but it doesn't seem to match the man I'm seeing. And so you're like, what are those stories? Because we don't know what they are yet.
Yeah, because it's so interesting reading again, already knowing.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know a little more than some of the readers at this point, I'm sure. But it's the whole book has been building. Every scene with Ikariam is building his legend. It feels like, whether it's something he's doing in the present, something he's hinted at doing in the past, just Mappo's dread of him uncovering his memories, other people talking about like, I know about this guy, I've heard about this guy. Like it's all serving to build his myth, right? And making the reader wonder, like, okay, what am I missing with this guy? Because like he's cool, but he hasn't really done much yet. Everything's hinted at in terms of his, like, the extent of his power. We get it through characterizations by other people, mostly. Divers that are just not willing to even attempt to fight him. They just run away when they learn who he is, things like that. Really the only character that we've seen, including Mappo, that really doesn't seem to be afraid of Ikariam at all is Squirrel Pust. And I think it's easy to say as a reader that he's just too insane to like be able to be afraid of him, who's
to say?
Yeah. Or he also, I mean, he's a priest of Shadow, and Shadow Throne's not exactly a chill guy either. So I think yeah. But I'm loving that whole storyline as we build
it's great.
The mystique around.
There's not a bad storyline across this whole book, I don't think. I think every single one is like,
every time you get to somebody.
I think it's interesting how tonally different they are.
Yeah.
Like the Mappo Ikariam storyline feels more Gardens of the Moon to me. It
feels like buddy fantasy.
Lighthearted.
It's buddy fantasy.
It's buddy fantasy. It's very like, it's an adventure,
Yeah.
And then you've got the Phyllis and Hiboric and all stuff. That's like
grimdark to the core.
It's dark and
God.
it's like survival. And,
that's like.
And then you've got the like military fantasy with Duiker that is a whole other beast and some of the darkest shit in the book.
Nobody.
We get some really dark stuff in this next one. In the next, is it in the next chapter when?
There's some dark shit coming up. Yeah, I don't remember which chapter it's in, but yeah.
Nobody does military fantasy like Steven Erickson. It's
so interesting
insane.
because like I would expect that from someone who has a military background, but to my knowledge, he doesn't.
So I have a hot take. He's not better
Okay.
than Erickson, but if you like Erickson's style of military fantasy, check out Brian McClellan. He does it very well. In the Powder Mage, done very well. It's a good. It's more obviously it's different. It's like more think like more Civil War-ish, revolutionary.
Yeah.
But it's that same. You get that sense of scale and that sense of like being on a battlefield, which is Brian McClellan. I think does very very well.
I think there are two ways you see a military fantasy approached generally, and we see both of them in this book. So you have like the scenes where Duiker is like elevated and he's watching the battle play out, right? The different like theaters of the battle, and you get the sense, like you said, of scale and the like sense of tactics that go into that, and like one side moving against each other. That's very cool as well. And then there's the way you can write it where it's very like closed in, like around the POV,
the chaos of battle.
It's the chaos of the battle, right? And he does that really well too. And unfortunately for Duiker, he gets to be the POV for both. He'll be like in the middle of a like charge, and then he's like, you know what, guys, I'm good. I'm gonna go on this hilltop.
Well, let's time out here. Let's go into chapter 12 because then we get back.
No. There's a big one. There's a big thing here. Absalar's dad.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes.
We finally find out that Servant is not in fact Dujek's arm, and is in fact Absalar's father. And so there's so much pointing to this. I think I clocked this really early when I was a reader, and I almost revealed it in an earlier chapter reveal. As soon as like the one missing arm, he was super strong. He had the strength of a fisherman. Like, what is a fisherman doing in the desert? Like, I was like, oh shit. And then so early on, there's we trade a life for a life. They said that when they met Servant. We trade a life for a life. And that is what Amonis said in the prologue of Gardens to the Moon. He said, we trade a life for a life. We'll take Absalar, but we'll give her father back his life.
So I think this is a point where maybe the audio screwed me. I don't think I registered that her dad only had one arm. I don't know where I missed that reference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't. But that was not something I was aware of. So I missed that. That's why I missed it. When I saw one arm and like a weird arm, that's why my mind immediately went to Dujek.
Yes, he lost his arm. It's mentioned. That's why she helps him so much to make the nets.
Is that mentioned in chapter 1 of Gardens? Is that where she talks about this?
Yeah, in the prologue, or not in the prologue, in the chapter 1.
First chapter. Okay, well, okay, yeah. I think
there's a lot that's introduced in chapter 1, so it's like it's an easy thing to miss. I think it was the Fisher. I think it was the Fisher thing for me that kind of gave it away.
I've considered going back and rereading that beginning of Gardens, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff introduced there that I just missed because it's so overwhelming at first with the amount of stuff thrown at you that you're not maybe seeing the story as clearly. You know, it's like you're trying to keep up with all these characters and moving pieces. So yeah, that's I definitely missed that he only had the one arm.
That was crazy.
Another thing that we need to talk about here. So Kalam, hang on a second, make sure that I'm in the right chapter here.
Oh yeah, Callum finds Corballo Dom's crucified 1,300 children on X-shaped crosses. Yeah. That, which is what the actual fuck is what I put in my recap. That?
So this is where we talked about like the it's easy to like hate on the Empire, but the Malazans might be the good guys. Like that's
well, you see that, and you know that's the guy who's currently chasing Coltane in the Chain of Dogs. And holy fuck, this guy sucks. This guy sucks.
Well, so there's that whole scene, you know, Kalam he's disturbed, obviously, but he's like, I'm just going to give you revenge. I can't do anything else about it. But of course, there is someone that can do something about it.
Wait, before that happens, they go into the Imperial Warren.
In the Imperial Warren, yes.
That was Quickben's one of Quickben's little things. They finally get, to try to get to the Empress, but he's like, we gotta get past this army. Kerbola Dom's like right there. So they go into the Imperial Warren, and he disappears. Then Lestara Yale shows up, and then Pearl pops out of the Warren, and he's like, where am I? Oh, this is weird. And so him and Lestara Yale are now together. She's still chasing Callum. And then fucking now we're to the point right here.
When Apt shows up in
I love this scene so much.
Shadow Throne's domain with all of the crucified kids and
all 1,300 kids. They go to the what is it? It's a scene. It's a scene where like they come and like all the crosses are empty and they're like, what the fuck happened? Where'd all the kids go? And they're like, I don't know. They're just gone. And then Shadow Throne's like, I don't want these children. What are you doing? And then Apt, I love that we never hear what Apt's saying. It's like the parents on fucking Peanuts. Yeah. It's just like, womp, womp, womp. Apt just is talking in clicks, and Shadow Throne's responding like, oh, okay, maybe that's right. Yeah? Oh, I can have, It was about this point, too, where I think I started being like, is Shadow Throne Pust? Is Pust Shadow Throne? Like, it was at this point I was like, are they the same? Because Shadow Throne's fucking crazy. I wouldn't put it past him to be his own high priest of Shadow. It's like,
that would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't remember. So I felt safe enough saying it because I don't remember if that happens.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was funny that he when Apt shows up with all these kids, these dead kids, and is like, heal them, and Shadow Throne's like, how many rooms do you think this castle has? That's one of my favorite lines, because he's a god of shadow. And his complaint is, my house isn't big enough
for these 1,300 children. And then he's like, hey, I want to keep one. I want to heal him and give him one eye. Yes. So he's this little fucking demon kid. Have y'all seen pictures of
I haven't seen the art, but like the picture in my head is pretty funny, I'll be honest with you. The demon boy with one eye that rides on Apt's back, which is like such a bizarre turn, but very Malazan.
So Malazan.
But I love that scene, and I love even more the comment that somebody made in the Fable group chat. Let me find it here.
This will be funny because there's no way I've seen it.
Yeah, I want to make sure I credit it correctly. Hold on.
No, don't give them credit. They don't give us credit for stuff.
Sam, in the Fable group, says, Apt bringing 1,300 dead children to Shadow Throne is like a cat finding a dead bird.
Yes, that's exactly.
Yeah, that's a
okay,
good one.
Go look at that.
I'll give Sam credit for that.
What is it? You put it in the chat here.
For video listeners. Oh,
where is it?
It hasn't. Public chat.
Yeah, put it in the public chat.
Oh, okay. I want to see if I can.
God,
can I share? Here, I can share it so people on select a tab to share. Latest. Here we go. Here you go. People on the look at this guy, dude.
That's the kid on his back.
Apt has joined the podcast.
This is Apt.
This is probably my favorite Apt image here, right here. Let me show you. There aren't a lot of art for Apt, unfortunately. I would like more.
Not a lot of art either. When
Jason?
you type in when you type in pus nude, you don't get a lot for that either.
That's surprising to me. I feel like that would be a given.
I mean, I was hopeful, but yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Hold on, guys. I'll show you guys.
Because it only has one forelimb. It's like
not the
so
Spotify
weird.
Listeners. We don't care about you guys, but
sorry, Spotify listeners. We do care about you. We love you dearly. Yeah, but look at that. It's got 2 legs and 1 arm. It only has 1 arm. The 1 eye. That thing is... Can you imagine that thing coming at you, too?
I like that.
He'd be in my party.
I like that Erickson describes this. Like, he says a couple times, like, oh, it's got 3 limbs and 1 eye. And that's kind of the only real description you get of it. And I think even he was reading that, like, 3 limbs, 1 eye... Fuck, I don't know. They'll figure it out. And just went on. Like, I don't think there was a lot of thought given to what it looks like.
I bet he had a picture in his head of what it looked like, but irrelevant. Irrelevant.
Like, the depictions look totally different.
So. Well, I love that about Erickson too, and I employ that a bit in my writing. Is I don't heavily describe facial features or anything like I give you just enough to be able to picture the character in your own head, but as a result, I think a lot of people see the characters a little differently. Which is what Erickson does, and I love that because like I have a picture in my head, but it's probably different than what everyone else sees.
Yep, I like keeping physical descriptions a little bit vague, just with room for interpretation. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I like that personally. I do something similar.
Are we ready to go to the next chapter?
Yeah. Well, here's our
things to remember.
Things to remember. Here we go. You ready? You ready, family?
Ready.
It is. There's a giant Talanomas dragon just roaming around, soul taken. Bauden is now bronze. We don't know where the fuck Gessler, Stormy, and Truth are. We've lost them.
Who does?
Who does? Tavor sent Bauden to protect and help Felison escape prison. She was not supposed to be in there. One of my lights went out. She was not supposed to be in there for that long. So that sucks. Tough break. The whirlwind approaches. Okay, Pus. Is Pus Shadow Throne? We don't know.
Not even Maurice knows.
Not even I know. So the real path of hands leads under the temple, leads to the basement of the temple. So as a result, Shadow Throne had Pus create a fake trail, a fake path of hands that leads somewhere else, and they've been the Soul Taken and Divers. They've been following the fake path of hands. So it's working thus far. The reason why he's kind of keeping Akarium around is because, if they do come here, I need you to take care of them. So he's kind of tricking them into staying. That's happening. Servant is Apsalar's dad. We also know that he's fucking disappears. And they're like, where is he? And Apsalar is gone. Also, they're like, where the fuck is Apsalar? So she's run after her dad, who is now in the middle of the desert. So they go chasing after her. They're going after her. We got to remember that. And then Lestariel and Pearl are together, and they're chasing Kalam. And Apt is a fucking hero. And saved 1,300 children. Who Corbolo Dom, that bitch, who is leading the army from 7 cities, or the army of the apocalypse, he's a piece of shit. And that's it. That's chapter 11.
Yep. Good work. Chapter 12, The Chain of
Well,
Dogs.
While you read, I'm gonna go pee.
Yeah. That makes me jealous because I need to pee too. But Chapter 12. Coltane's army marches west with 50,000 refugees dying of thirst and constantly harassed. Duiker's unraveling as he witnesses starvation, rumors of baby-eating nobles, and total misery. He joins a night raid to assassinate a rebel war leader, only to discover the real threat is a surviving fragment of Semek, god of the Semek god, inside a tribesman. It shrugs off magic, kills a young warlock, and barely gets driven back. Claw-style weapons are found among the enemy. Someone is interfering. There is a small win, though. The raid uncovers water, and by dawn, the army can finally drink. Meanwhile, Felician, Haboric, and Kolb find a buried First Empire city. Inside are limestone sculptures that are actually ancient bodies. Soul-taken and divers frozen mid-transformation after a ritual went catastrophically wrong. The Slaughtermass once came to cleanse it. 9,000 years later, a garden still somehow lives underground. Also, Kalam continues trudging through Imperial Warren's Endless Ash, because of course he does. That is chapter 12. William Phillips, Coltane's army. How we doing with Coltane's army with the baby eaters?
Well, I liked the way that one of the soldiers responds to him talking about it is like, couldn't you go for a little roast baby?
Pretty gross.
I was like, damn. Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise that the nobles are the ones eating the babies. Okay, let's just be
Nobles are always shitty in these books. So
that's what I said after interacting with the nobles a little in these books. I kind of understand the culling. I'll be honest.
You mean as opposed to real life? Because I gotta be honest with you, bud.
Right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Maurice, I got some bad news for you. And
no, you don't.
You are
no, you don't.
You are approaching that status pretty shortly here. So I just want you to understand, just be careful what you say, because I have a feeling within a year, people may be looking back at this laughing at you.
There's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. And that's all I'm going to say.
I was going to say, let's keep things.
I mean, nobles aren't billionaires. We can't just.
That's the equivalent. I mean, that's the equivalent.
What?
That, like, come on. The nobility. Yeah.
I mean, these are the millionaires and billionaires of the group, right?
Yeah, but millionaires not a big deal. We can't shit on millionaires.
Noah, you heard it here first, ladies and gents. Noah thinks $1 million is not a big deal.
No. It's a big deal.
He's like,
it's a big deal.
I never said I was rich. Y'all said I was rich.
You know, haven't you seen like the difference between counting to 1 million and counting to a billion?
Yeah, I have.
Yes,
100%. Have you seen the breakdown
obscene? It is obscene.
You've seen the breakdown with the grains of rice, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is an average person's income in America, and it's like how many grains of rice it takes to get to like Elon Musk. Yeah, it's
like
ridiculous.
So you're saying these guys aren't the ones, they aren't on the Epstein list. They're not that level.
I don't think so. Because the thing is,
they want to be.
Yeah.
They're not.
Like, obviously, if you're a millionaire, you can still not be a great person. But I think there's a lot of good millionaires out there. I don't think there's good billionaires.
Yeah, I would agree.
Right.
Yeah,
100%.
Because if people want to know what I'm referencing, it takes 11 days to count to 1 million. Okay. If
1 million seconds.
If you wanted to count to a billion, okay, are you ready for this? Is the difference between a millionaire and a billionaire. It takes almost 32 years to count to a billion. Those numbers are so different. I don't think everybody realizes how big that gap is.
Yeah,
it's insane.
People talk about like,
what's a million millions, right?
And I'm like,
or it's 1,000 million. No, it's a million.
It's a million. It's a million. No, it's a million.
It's
it's a million millions.
A million millions.
Right?
I think so.
Yeah, because 1,000 would be
999 million.
It'd be 1,000 millions.
Yeah, 1,000 million.
1,000 millions.
A billion is 1,000 million. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Still a lot of millions.
Yes.
Yeah. It is. So that's why I say, when I say like, we don't want to, not saying I'm a millionaire. I'm just saying let's be careful with the millionaire versus billionaire.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not.
Okay, I
I'm just
agree.
saying,
I agree.
I think the nobility, when you're talking about like real world parallels, that's their class, right?
Yeah, they're one percenters, right? These
Yeah,
guys
they're
would be
1%,
one
sure.
percenters.
And they're always the first ones to eat the babies. Is all I'm saying.
They were doing it when they weren't hungry.
When shit gets hard, right? Now I
And
did think it was.
On the flip side, they are always the first ones to die in a revolution too.
True.
Thanks God.
I think it's funny that they did specify that they were going out and digging up the dead kids, and I'm like,
it's not a big deal.
They're not killing them themselves. Maybe
I think it was also implied that it was not exactly factual. That it was a rumor.
It was a rumor. It was
yeah.
Well, because I think the point was that the nobility actually has food still, probably. Like that would be the case most likely. But the rumor was they were digging up babies. Yeah. What is that?
This is Hobgoblin Riot, number 2 of Dominion of Blades. Isn't this a cool one?
Oh, cool.
I do like the hippo.
Oh,
I don't know why I had
Alice.
in my head.
That's Alice, dude. Alice. It's a hippo unicorn. It's a hippocorn.
That's awesome.
I
don't know
I'm
why
obsessed.
I had in my head that he didn't finish that series.
He hasn't finished it.
Okay, because he stopped writing it to go to Dungeon Crawler Carl, right? Wasn't that the whole thing?
Yeah, this is a funny tangent, but yeah, basically what happened was he was taking a break from that, and he was writing Dungeon Crawler Carl on kind of like how I took a break from Tethered God, to not compare myself to Matt Dinniman, but it's a brain break. When you're writing, it's nice. When you're writing, it's nice to have another project to get you out of the world that you're working on, because you can get really caught up in that. So he was writing Dungeon Crawler Carl on Royal Road just for fun, and then it blew up. It just fucking blew up.
The fans demand, obviously,
so that's where he put his energy towards. I don't know if it's an official announcement. Well, I'll check. I'll check after this to see if it is.
You heard it here first, folks. Potentially.
Yeah, you will hear it here first. Matt Dinniman sold Dominion of Blades, so it is going to get finished.
Okay.
I don't know if
does that make all of his stuff.
Yeah,
no. Is it good?
Yeah. I like Dominion Blades. It's
the covers are vastly different tonal.
Oh yeah.
The first one, I saw, I think you put it on your Fable, Noah, and I saw the cover.
The first one's funny.
I was like, wait a second.
Do I have it?
Did Matt Dinniman write like a serious fantasy book?
It's more serious than Dungeon Crawler Carl, but again, there's still a hippocorn named Alice.
Right, I was gonna say. I think.
And also a man stuck in a child's body who smokes cigarettes. So there's still like Matt stuff in it. It's so, dude, it's good. It's good. I've only read the first one, but again, I'm not sure if this is actual news, but so Kaiju got bought and so did Dominion of Blades.
How's Kaiju Battle Surgeon?
Haven't read it. Me and Will are reading it next month.
You should read it with us, Maurice.
We're doing it next month. It's supposed to be horrific, but good.
Yeah, I say in a good way. Yeah,
Do we want to do a bonus bonus
club
bonus episode for Kaiju Battlefield
I don't
Surgeon?
know. Let's see. Maybe we put a vote up. Yeah, because I really want to read Kaiju. Because
I know Adam said it's like one of the best ones he's read. One of the best.
Yeah, and it's a standalone.
A tonal break might not be bad, like a little tonal break.
I don't know how much tonally breaking this is gonna.
It's like a lit RPG horror, as I understand.
Yeah.
It
should be interesting.
Torture happy paladin dwarf toddlers. So I mean, it's still Matt Dinniman.
Yeah,
it's it's
like end of the tone can be different. It's still him. You can tell that it's just like with Dominion of Blades. It's a more serious lit RPG with more. I mean, Carl gets pretty serious, but Carl's pretty ridiculous. But
oh my God. Okay, just for everyone, before you vote, this brutal 200,000 word standalone lit RPG novel features the following. A co-op survival horror game where fantasy type characters and technology clash. Medium to heavy stats, lots of violence, stomach-churning gore, no-holds-barred kaiju battles, torture-happy paladin dwarf toddlers, 22 individual races, each with their own magical system, a pet tapeworm named Banksy, dozens of kaiju, each with their own distinctive form and abilities, demons and angels, and you can't trust a damn one of them. About 200,000 words, which is roughly the length of 3 books, and no harem.
No harem.
I mean, yeah.
It's
to
this is
throw
kaiju.
in the no
If
harem
if
joke.
anybody needs to see kaiju, so bonus book club option for March. We could do a podcast episode on it. Could be kind of fun.
That
To
could
do
be
a little
that
kaiju.
could be a fun time.
I could maybe.
I
could maybe get Matt.
Oh.
Let me message him. I will message him after this. And I will message him through means that I have, and we'll see. Maybe that could be fun.
Will, have you heard from Steven Erickson? I feel like I would have heard if you had. But
Will would have been posting on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hey
I
guys,
was
Steven
gonna
Erickson
say,
talks to me.
Let's clarify, because that sounded very casual. I have reached out to Mr. Erickson's team. No, I have not yet heard back. But
all right, I'll go second, and then Noah can go third.
They are apparently very responsive, so I'm giving them time. But apparently they do read all of his messages that come through on Facebook. So we'll see.
Love it.
If we don't listen, I'll make you guys a promise right now. If we don't have a response to Will, I want Will to do this just so he's involved in some way on the back end of stuff, because that would be nice. So I want Will to schedule this stuff. If he's not able to get it by the end of July, I will start using means I have to get a hold of Steven Erickson. I'll
tell you something.
If I get a hold of his team, I'm going to tell you, Will, right now, if I get a hold of his team, I may say, hey, can I pass this on to my assistant, Will?
Don't you dare call me your assistant. Don't you dare call me your assistant.
My assistant, C. William Phillips. You guys do have kind of a Sherlock and Holmes vibe going. Sherlock and Watson. Sorry. Sherlock and Holmes.
Sherlock and Holmes.
Holmes and Watson. You guys do have like a...
He said that so he didn't have to call Will Watson. So he said Sherlock and Holmes.
It's like it's very House in Wilson vibes for sure. Y'all do have like a straight man Abbott and Costello thing. It's really it's nice.
These have gotten less flattering for me with every comparison.
Costello's amazing, but we both know which one you are.
Penn and Teller? Damn.
Penn and Teller.
I talk way too much for that one.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
We should get back to the podcast.
To wrap all of that nonsense up, I do think it would be fun to do a bonus podcast for kaiju. I think that would be a lot of fun, actually. So
have y'all both read Bounce House yet? Y'all both have, right?
Yeah, we both read
Okay.
Bounce House.
I bought it.
Big fan.
It's excellent.
Big fan.
It's 5-star.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have the highest watched and engaged review on Operation Bounce House right now on Instagram.
Look at you.
Check me out. Matt, no big deal. But you kind of knew your boy was going to get that for you, bud. Basically, I told people if they didn't like it to fuck off and stop comparing it to Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Is that a problem? Is that happening?
Because it's better.
Yeah. But yeah, it is every review I saw of all these people like in the middle on that's what my review was. It was like, you guys are wrong. You're comparing this to a whole different beast. You can't compare this to a 10-book epic.
Well, it's also
not
it's also not a lit RPG.
It's not a lit RPG too. So I was like, you guys, you're so far off and it kind of wraps into my video today, like about preference. Like you can't say it's not good. You just need to say you like Dungeon Crawler Carl more, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But do not. If this didn't have Matt Denneman's name on it, I think the response would be a lot different from those people. Or if they haven't read Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Well, for me, I've only read book 1 of DCC.
Yeah.
I thought Bounce House was phenomenal. I loved it.
Yeah, it's great. I thought it was great.
But we were talking about Deadhouse Gates.
We can talk about this on the Matt Denneman, on the bonus Matt Denneman episode.
Let's save it for Matt. All right.
I need him. I'm gonna text my boy here
Is it gonna be weird that I haven't read all of Dungeon Crawler Carl if he comes on?
for sure.
Yeah.
And
100%.
I'm definitely, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you think I'm mean to you, Will, I'm just going to let you know if you are on a podcast with Matt, you are fucked, dude.
Okay. Okay.
Just a heads up.
That's fine.
Heads up. Okay.
I'll let him.
It's fine if he does it.
I won't let him bully you. I won't let him bully you, Will.
He'll bully you back, Murray. He'll do it
He's gonna
to
bully
you, Murray.
me.
So just a
He
heads
can
up.
try. He's gonna love me, dude. He's gonna love me.
I think
Watch.
he fit the vibe. That's all I'm saying. I think he fit the vibe. So
He will fit the vibe, yeah. He's a fun hang. He's a fun hang for sure. Okay, chapter 12. Let's go back to chapter 12. Okay, so
Have we even
Maurice is gone. We
started
went
this yet?
through. Yeah, no. We talked about the first part. So we talked about dead
Okay.
babies, and we talked about the Coltane's army, and then let's talk about the small win. So they got some water. How did you feel like your thirst was quenched when they found water? Because I did.
okay, so I want to say, him crawling through that tunnel made me feel claustrophobic.
Yeah, dude.
oh,
What a scene. What a
I
scene.
hate caving stuff. Like I hate it. I'm fascinated by it. But
I think
hate
as big guys, we just aren't really cavers.
it. No, I'm not.
Like
built
it's
for a
just
cave.
like it's like this sounds dumb. Why?
Yeah.
I'm not
Like
getting
you've
through
seen
this
those,
hole.
you've seen that picture of like I shouldn't laugh, but the Nutty Putty Cave thing. You've seen this? It goes around Instagram sometimes. The guy who got trapped in Nutty Putty Cave is the name of it. Where he was. It's in Utah.
This sounds made up. This sounds like a Matt Denneman
Or
He was
Storyline.
storyline.
caving, so he was like, I'm gonna crawl into this thing, and
Nutty
then
Putty.
he took a wrong turn and he went down like this, and this cave goes around like this, and he got stuck like this, died,
Nah.
and his body is still in there.
Nah.
Jesus.
And they
what?
they
Jesus.
made a VR game on PlayStation
Is it called Nutty Putty Cave?
where you can do the cave. You can do that exact. Yeah.
You can fuck the cave in this VR?
Yeah. So he went in and around, like he went full
hang on.
G-spot on that.
Hang on.
Here's the thing. If you are in an avalanche or a cave in or anything like that, spit, right? Jacob Wysocki, my boy.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, he said this in a clip on Dropout. Oh no, Dimension 20. If you're in a, because it'll show you which way gravity is. Because you won't
I
know.
just put it in the chat. You can if you want to share that graphic so people know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so that scene with Duaker made me think of this. Just so we're clear.
Yes.
I could get out
Terrifying.
of this.
Oh god.
You can get out of that.
I could get out of this.
I mean,
I can get out of this. Yeah, this doesn't worry me.
it looks like he got pinned once he got in.
They couldn't. So what happened was they couldn't
I
get
feel like
his
enough
legs out.
time.
His legs were too long. They couldn't get his legs out.
I'm really good
Um,
at those like weird little puzzle things, you know? I think I could.
Wait, what do you
Are you
mean they
gonna-
couldn't get his legs out? Like they couldn't
Are you
after
gonna
he
invert
died or
your legs?
during
Look at him.
during
Look at
his life?
No, like
Chop
I
his
think
legs off, dude.
I think this is one of those situations where you just gotta break those legs.
Yeah.
You gotta do it. Like you gotta. I feel
Oh
like I
my
would
god,
just
his
break my
feet, his legs are just still there.
I'd make them wobbly.
yeah, his whole body is still there. He is still there.
He's still sticking
was
out of
there
the
pictures of
hole,
it?
dude.
There's a picture of it.
Yes. Hold on, I got this whole thing. Hold up. The holy fucking fuck.
They made a movie of this actually.
Trigger warning, everyone.
But
Trigger
here's the
warning.
craziest part. Here's the craziest part about the whole story. That man
No.
had a loving wife and 3 kids and chose to do this with his free time.
That's,
So
oh my god.
I'm just saying. That's why I don't
I
feel
don't
bad
think he
talking
thought
about
he
it.
was gonna get stuck
I'm
and
not
die.
gonna
dude.
show. I'm not gonna show this picture just because this goes on YouTube.
Yeah,
If
probably
anybody
can't.
wants to look, just type it in. Yeah. Ugh. No. Okay. Okay. Duaker, he made it
So
out.
that's what it made me think of when he was going through the water, like the water was up and he's trying to keep his head above it. Yeah, but yes, when they managed to go get the water out, I was like, that was really satisfying. That was a good win. They haven't had a lot of those. So that was great.
This is terribly sad, Will. Thanks for bringing
Sorry.
down the vibe.
I brought
dude.
the whole vibe down. Go look up caving accidents. I
No.
do this sometimes. Go
I
look.
know,
them up
I don't
sometimes.
What
want
a
to do that.
what a horrible thing for anybody with any type of mental health condition
Mhm.
to go
Yes.
look up caving accidents.
Yeah, bro.
Why would you
It's like
do that?
me and my mother-in-law, she started sending me she got very deathly afraid of sinkholes and just
Don't
was
look
so
that up.
scared.
Don't
She
look
started sending me videos of sinkholes and I was like, "Becky, I have OCD. I am a diagnosed OCD. Do not send me videos of fucking sinkholes and just tell me they can happen anywhere at any time."
Does my arm look kind of big right here?
Yeah, dude.
Do I look it does. I look
Yeah.
kind of big, dude.
Dude.
I look
Well,
kinda
that one
big
didn't.
on this.
It was the other.
Hey, show us,
not
show us
the
your
right
new
one
tattoo.
didn't do it.
Show us the new tattoo.
But you can't. It's covered in. It's covered in.
Oh, it's got the
second
stuff
skin.
on it.
It looks like shit, dude. Holy fuck.
I know. It's actually so weird. So it's so weird to have this tattoo right here. So we did it. We tried it in a bunch of different configurations. We ended up having to ask a lot of the different tattoo people, and it looks right if I'm showing it to someone, right? If I'm like, hey, check out my tattoo. Like for you guys, that's looking the right, like the words are the right way.
Yeah.
The wolf is looking the right way. But for me, when I look at it, everything looks fucking backwards. So I look down at this thing, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what is wrong with this thing? But I just have to trust that tattoo people know that, like the 4 people there were like, yeah, this is right. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
this
you guys-
one, I wanted the turtle facing the other way.
Yeah. But they're like, nah.
Nah, you gotta have it crawling down the arm, not up the arm. And I was like,
See,
what?
and my wolf is going up the arm because of I have lettering over the top of it.
Yeah. Well, and
it
its
was-
placement is at the bottom at the wrist.
Yeah. So for me, like if I hold it up or show people, or I go like this, when they grab it, they can like look at my arm and they hold my arm and look at it. See, so it's the right way.
Now,
But for
so
me, it's just like, what the?
we saw a fresh pic, and it actually looks pretty sick. I didn't know
Yeah,
you
yeah.
were like traditional style tattoo guy.
I have both. I mean, I have more traditional than I have some fine line stuff for like my family. I have family fine line. But this is so my cousin actually does my fine line work. She's
It's really good.
natural. She does like animals and flowers and stuff.
That's
So
cool.
she does all
That's cool.
that. She does all that. But then anything that I get that's not done by my family, my cousin, I do traditional. So yeah, I just have an artist that I love up and obviously she's done all my traditional stuff. My big old panther on my leg, but you guys haven't seen that one. That one's sexy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hold on
bet.
here.
I bet. Oh, there it is.
Hold on, I'll show you guys.
You should have done it up on
This
the
is-
thigh. Do a big thigh piece. You should have done.
That's
Yeah, it looks
that's
sick.
Yeah, that's definitely.
That looks-
Guinevere
That's,
from
that's the one
Fritz.
that I think
Wrist.
had to be the most. That's got to be your most painful one, right?
This hurt like a motherfucker, dude.
On the shin,
Anything
dude.
on the bone, but I'll tell you what. So this yesterday was my first like time getting something on the back of my wrist. So this is the first time I've got something like this low. That fucking hurts, dude. All
Right
those
over the
girls,
veins.
yeah, and it's like I was like. It's like on the bone there, and I'm like, I'm really happy this wolf head is facing the other way because that would have. Oh yeah, that's a bad
This?
spot too.
right
Yeah,
here hurt the feet. Just the feet of the turtle hurt so fucking bad right there.
I've only
This is
got-
pretty bad too, right into the arm.
Oh, I bet in the pit.
I bet.
Yeah.
I've only got the one, and it's not in a bad spot. They did tell
no,
me
that
it,
felt like nothing. That's like a
they
tickle.
told me it could hurt on this side, but it didn't.
Depends on the
I would
person.
imagine.
Really, it does.
This
'cause,
didn't hurt at all. This was so.
I mean, anything on the top of my arms, like I just do not feel like
Mhm.
that. It's nothing. But when you start getting like
Yeah, I mean,
this one was pretty bad when we started getting up here.
mhm.
But yeah, it just depends. End of the day, it's like if you
Tattoo
have a good artist you
tour.
like, and it's gonna be cool. Yeah, I would have to get naked for you guys.
Do it.
I think this is my 24th tattoo. People wouldn't guess I have that many tattoos.
That's a lot more than I thought you had.
this- Yeah, see, that's what I'm
Do
saying.
you have some like torso also or something?
I have some thigh stuff. I have a couple things that we're not going to talk about.
He has a penis tat.
I have a few, and I have well, it's gone now. I used to
He has
have
a few penis
I used to
tats?
have a. I used to
When you
have
had
a
the lip
tattoo.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, you know Trevor. He had one of those too. It also went away.
Yeah, they last like 5 years.
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
No, it wasn't that bad. But I'm also it's actually when you read my book, you're gonna find out I bite the inside of my mouth a lot because my main character does that. but so I love inner mouth pain. I not tooth pain, but like gum or cheek. Like I like that.
We're learning some shit about Noah in this episode.
That's some kink shit, dude. That's kink shit for sure.
It is. I love. I do. I love like lip bite, inner mouth bite, like that. So I'm constantly like biting the inside of my mouth. So that's why this tattoo did not last very long. But I actually very much enjoyed getting that tattoo.
I bet you did.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
All right, this has taken a turn.
Okay,
Can we wrap up
hold
chapter
on.
12?
Yeah, Maurice, do your thing.
Can we start it? Like, what are we doing?
We just need to move on. It's fine. Well, here, let's.
Duiker's not well. We
Nope,
got
the
really
freaking-
this. It's the Semp god is not dead. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This there's like we get a description of like how the army is kind of set up and what's happening. They go to kill this motherfucker. Sappers are like they're creating a diversion. There's tunnels. They do find water. That's great. They get some water. They're no longer dying of thirst, which is awesome. But they went to go kill. It was a trap, basically. They went to go kill this new war leader, and it was a trap trying to lure them there. And the Semp god fucking went off. But some weird stuff happened here. Duiker finds some claw weapons, and he's like, is there a claw here? He tells it to Cope. Does he? Hold on.
Yes, he does.
In this chapter or the next one?
I think it's the next one, but he does.
Doesn't happen yet. Okay, so you don't need to know that. But there is a claw. What's that about?
They did find the claws in this chapter. They found the claws in this chapter.
They found the claw, the shurikens, the throwing stars, but they don't. He doesn't tell Coltine yet.
No.
Then Felisin and Heboric, okay. So Heboric goes full on. His hands have superpowers now.
Yes.
He throws Culp like 3 stories up. He just fucking tosses him.
Yeah. I like that
And
he
then
has invisible hands. I love that.
yeah. Also, he can't see because his eyes are so blistered from the whirlwind. So he's just blind, and he's like, "Come here, Felisin. We're gonna go up this rope together." And he just picks her up and just like hand over hands it. And then Felisin's like, "Oh shit, I really am the weakest here."
Whoa.
Yeah, surprise.
The 16-year-old girl with no magical ability is the weakest of the
Right.
3 of them.
They find this city that is fucking. It's like a dead city. It's like a ghost town, ghost city.
I love this. This visual is so good in this place
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
They at first they see a bunch of like people, like a bunch of dead bodies, or people turned to stone,
But they think
and then
are
they
statues.
they think are statues, and they're like, oh no, these are people, and then they find mid transformation people turning into soul taken, like reptilian soul taken, and then they find Talana moss bones. So there's some kind of connection here where this city, the people of this city, did a ritual trying to turn themselves into soul taken or divers, shapeshifters, and then a Talana moss showed up like, no, you're fucking not. That's kind of what we know happened here, is like this ritual went bad. Talana moss tried to stop it, and now all these people are stone. That's what we have right now. They find a pool of water and a fruit that's been, I think it's like 9,000 years old and it's still chill.
Delicious.
And she's like, should we eat this? And he's like, well, I would if it were red, but it's not red, or something like that. I can't remember. I was listening to the audiobook exactly what was said, but
it's something
then
like if it was red, and she's like, why would it be red? He's like, well, it was 9,000 years ago, but it was fresh.
yeah, insane. But so I wouldn't drink that water or something. I think they drink it.
No,
Okay.
drink it.
Or don't they?
I do not remember.
I don't remember either. We're back in the
There's no
Imperial
downside
War.
to the water, so it doesn't matter.
Kalam is with Manala and Kaneb and the whole family. and they're in the Imperial Warren. They're fucking lost because Kalam's like, I can't. He's like, I can't find the way out. Something's blocking him. He's not doing very well. And then they find a pit, and in that pit is a mechanism, one of Akarium's creations. And they're like, what's that doing down here? What's up with this Imperial Warren? Do we know? I don't even know. I don't remember. I'm excited to find out in this reread because I think it's one of the things I just didn't keep. Then they're like, there are soul taken and divers in here. Man, guys, we didn't really get far into this at all before we got off track.
This was not.
We got to rein it in. We're already over an hour, and we're only for 2 chapters, so we got
Manala
somewhere.
So Manala is like, Callum is basically taking on this family as like, I've got to protect these people and I got to keep them alive. And he's like, that is not the duty, my guy. That is not the duty, but you know, do whatever you want. I said duty. We're back with Fiddler. Fiddler, Crocus, Akarium, Mappo, and Iskral Pus are still following Apsalar through the sandstorm. Akarium's basically like, they're still just like, the divers and Soul Taken are like, yeah, we're not going near that dude. So y'all keep walking. So they've been basically unmolested at this point. Lestara and Pearl, they've got to abandon Kalam because they're basically like, okay, the Empress somehow reaches out to Pearl and is like, I need you to go help Coltane. Which is interesting. We're like, okay, so the Empress is on Coltane's side? Good. Okay. We're not, that's like a good sign. So Pearl opens up a portal. And they are at the encampment with Duiker fighting the Semp god. And so they pop out and Pearl just starts fucking killing. And then Lestara Yield just starts fucking killing. And then Apt is there out of nowhere. And Apt starts fucking killing. And Apt...
Arm?
Yeah, third arm. That third arm. His sword.
Should I get my third arm out?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hey, we already talked about this. We want to see those penis tats. Multiple penis tats, ladies and gents.
That's for when we start our Patreon.
Yeah. Apt plunges its arm into the Semp god's belly, rips out like a mass of something, and then tosses it and is like, go get it! Fetch! And so the Semp god just starts running. Pearl thanks the demon, and then they get back. And that's what happens in this chapter.
Yeah, we didn't get very far before we...
No! We got... I think it was the tunnel thing. The tunnel thing got us distracted. Yes. But those are the things you need to remember. And we're moving on to chapter 13, ladies and gents.
Chapter 13. Okay, so I'm going to read chapter 13, then I'm going to go take a piss.
Nice.
So,
hot. Hot. You're gonna I'll monologue while they're gone.
No, I'll be back. I'm just going to blow my nose while you read.
I'm going to monologue.
Yeah, mute yourself. Chapter 13. Blood at the River.
He's doing it right now.
Your camera.
Yeah, we want to see it. We just don't want to hear it.
On the chain of dogs, noble cruelty clashes hard with refugee misery as Duiker finally snaps at their delusions. Across the river waits Camist Raylo's army. No way around, only through. Again, I didn't listen to the audio. The crossing is chaos. The seventh buckles, enemies swarm, refugees die. Then the deserted sappers explode into action, and the foolish dog clan charges as magically heavy cavalry. Fueled by Nil and Nether. I remember that conversation from the last one, Nil and Nether. Sacrificing a horse's life. Sacrificing a horse's life. Okay. The enemy breaks. The cost is brutal. All right. Elsewhere, Kalam finally reaches Aaron and secures passage to Unta thanks to the mysterious Sakalan, leaving Milana furious. Lostara Yil Are you laughing at my pronunciations?
No.
I'm gonna beat you up.
Sakalan.
Sakalan. Haromini. Only to find the Red Blades have been arrested. Things are shifting. Red Blades, they got that one right. Can read that.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. You guys talk.
Is that it? Okay.
That's all I wrote. That's all I got down for that one.
Okay. It's a short chapter. It's a shorter one by comparison. All right, Will, what are your first thoughts? Tell me what you think.
Oh, man. My favorite scene in this chapter might be the cattle dog with the little lapdog.
That made me so sad.
It did make me sad because, you and I both are dogs.
We have little dogs.
For sure.
Yes.
Yeah. But it led to the joke that Duiker gets to make with, I thought it was raw. And I was like, that's a great joke. So,
I thought it was what?
He says, let me see the exact quote. He says, because they're talking about the lapdog getting eaten. And, Duiker says, rare. I assumed it was raw, which is just a great, because he says it was a rare breed.
Because he's like, it's a rare breed. Oh, that's so fucked. I did not catch that. I didn't even catch that. Oh, God.
So, anyway, it was very sad.
Fuck the nobles. Poor dog.
Dude, fuck the nobles. I mean, that's like the best recap of these chapters is fuck the nobles. They're just the worst.
Oh my God.
Like, he's beating the servant who lost the dog. Never mind the fact that if the servant had tried to stop the cattle dogs, he would have been killed, because they've talked many times about these cattle dogs are like wild animals.
They'll rip your fucking throat out. Yeah.
They only listen to the Wiccans, so there's nothing he could have done.
No, not a damn thing.
And Lenestro's beating him. And we get to see Duiker step in, stop the beating, and send him to be healed. And then he's like, "Hey, we need to. This guy's not coming back. You're not getting your servant back."
Yeah.
Which the return of the servants has been such a point for the nobles.
Yeah, I can't believe he sent him back. Honestly, I was very surprised.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's got to keep them happy, because they're just causing chaos and making things hard.
Coltane's only choice is to do what he can to placate them, because his other option is to kill them. And if he does
which isn't a bad option in my book. I mean, I'm just.
But if he does that, he might lose loyalty of the other refugees. That's the risk you take. You make a step that drastic, will you be able to maintain order? It's like, there's a couple examples of this in other fantasy, but in the Game of Thrones, you've seen the TV show? I mean, I know it's been 10 years since it was on TV.
Yeah, I've seen it though. Spoiler alert.
I mean, Stannis, sacrifices his daughter in an effort to win, and then he loses because he loses loyalty. So you always run the risk of that if you cull them completely, but he has to also maintain order. So it's I get it.
Well, and their job is to save the refugees. Like, that's the whole reason they're here.
Nethpara,
that's what they're trained for.
Right. Nethpara starts yelling at him. And he said that this one, List says that Duiker showed restraint by not stabbing him to death. I was like, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Duiker
and he's like,
to be such a bad. I love him so much.
I love Duiker. He's such a great character to follow in a book like this.
Historian, but he's a soldier turned historian turned back to soldier, which is like, at this point, which is such an interesting dynamic for him. So this is when he tells Coltane and the council people about the not council but the war group about the claw.
Coltane just seems unnerved by this.
Yes. Which is I think he says the first time he's seen him show doubt. So the facade of Coltane is under some pressure. And then this is the scene. I want to make sure I have the right scene here. Yeah, the sappers when that they let the horses ride over them. Like,
well, so the first thing that happens is the sappers just disappear.
Yeah,
they're like, they're deserted, and Lul's like, doubt it. They're not gonna, no way. They're like, yeah, they ran off. They're gone. They're gone. And then the next, we also see the Foolish Dog Clan getting dressed in heavy armor. So they're going full heavy cavalry, which they had developed for the war against the Malazans, but they never got to use it. And so Duiker's like, y'all aren't going to be able to do this. Oh my god. He doubts everything that Duiker sees. He's like, there's no way they can handle this. This isn't going to work. This is going to fail. And then they start fucking running. Nil and Nether start siphoning the energy from this horse to fuel the horses, and then the sappers pop up, throw some bombs, and then put shields over their heads and just create a floor, which is crazy. A carpet of sappers.
Yeah, well, and the horses do this cavalry charge uphill, which is not how cavalry charges typically work. So that's why they needed the extra juice from the the sacrificial horse.
All the added weight from their armor and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And again, charging uphill. Yeah, it's a ridiculous. Like, the strategy shouldn't have worked. It's like kind of Coltane's whole thing. Like, none of this should work, but he has all these little mechanisms that he uses to give himself an edge. But the sappers just putting up shields and letting the horses go over them is nuts. And Duiker even talks about how there's he's like, a bunch of them broke bones. It's like, they're like mangled.
It basically worked. I love that the sappers are just like, they're there to do what's necessary. Whatever they need to do, they'll do it. Like, that's their whole vibe. And I love sappers, dude. This is why I picked Fiddler in Guardians of the Moon. I knew a lot more, obviously, about sappers than everybody else, than you do, Will. Noah also knows a lot more about sappers, but they are when I was doing the video about like power scaling in Malazan, because there is so much power scaling that happens, and I was like, you have the gods, and then you have like ascendants, and then you have fucking marines, and you have mages, and you have sappers, and then you have heavies, and then it's all, I was trying to put everything in a list, and somebody was like, yeah, but a sapper could kill a god. And it's like, yup, sure, yeah, you're right. They sure as fuck can. It's crazy. I love sappers, dude. They're the X factor for the Malazans. They're what Maranth munitions changed the face of war. And I love that little bit of like, they don't have guns, but they have bombs. And that level of technology, it changed the scale. Now we're in a thing. I'm excited to write futuristic warfare, and there are probably books out there that do it well too. But sieging a city now is very different than what you see in typical fantasy. It's a lot of streets. It's a lot it's very there are buildings and skyscrapers, and there's a lot to defend. There are drones. There's so much that's happening. They actually talked about this. I don't know if you guys ever watched Homeland on Showtime with Claire Danes and Damian Lewis. It's an incredible show.
I didn't watch it.
They talked a lot about how covering insurgent warfare in the Middle East and trying to do it realistically, it's a totally different game than the World War II, all the way back to the Civil War, charging, through Gettysburg and running up a hill, firing your musket. It's very different than World War II trench warfare. Trenches, that's not a thing anymore. People aren't gathering on battlefields and shooting each other. They're blowing up bombs on city streets. War has changed, and technology has changed and necessitated that kind of adaptation. And I love that we're seeing a bit of that in the Malazan universe. That's a bit of a tangent.
We're seeing change in technology, or how tactics happen.
Yes.
I'd even argue in the world today we should go back to World War One tactics,
You
because I
think?
think that would end. I think that would end wars faster actually, because we were like, "Fuck this, dude."
There is a level of detachment when you're, instead of in a vehicle or in a tank rolling across a battlefield getting blown up, you are instead at a computer screen piloting a drone. That's too.
Yeah, I love that.
It's like Operation Bounce House.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
Neil,
literally the whole
what's
plot.
his name?
Neil
The guy who wrote for the Chappelle Show. What's his name?
Oh. Look, I'm the last person to ask about TV stuff. I know
No one has
jack
TV
shit.
is.
No,
No one can
Neil-
take the TV out of his house. I bet he wouldn't notice much of a difference.
I wouldn't care.
Neil Brennan. Neil Brennan has a joke where he's like, all these people who say, we need our guns in case the government comes for us. And it's like, he's like, I'd love one day a year. We just gather up all the NRA people and the U.S. military on one side, and the NRA people on another. And they're like, okay, fight.
Good luck.
And then they turn to like a guy in a room, and he's like, do we just drop it? And they're like, yeah, just drop it. And he's like, okay. And he just like hits a button on a screen, and a bomb blows up in the middle of the NRA guys, and they all die. Because it's like, you can't do anything. That doesn't matter. Like, if guns, I saw a video that was very poignant, but it said if guns were an actual threat to the system, you wouldn't have them.
They'd be gone.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They've already, you can't aim at an electrical system or electrical grid.
Yeah.
You can't
The military's
force
not worried about your
infrastructure.
gun.
Yes, 100%. They could,
They don't give a
they're not
shit.
even, they didn't have to drop, I mean, ever since Obama was in office, they've been doing drone warfare for that long. Like, it's been that long that we've been, like, fighting with unmanned aerial vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
Yeah, because if you can get the job done without hurting any of your people, that's how you're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the job does get done still, and we can't just all fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
But, it's end of the day, when it comes down to it, it's like, yeah, I'd prefer our soldiers not to die if they're going to go to war anyway. And if we have an option not to let them be down there and die, then yeah, let's probably take that option. But it still sucks all around.
It has been bad. This is such a small problem, but it's been very bad for like war-based video games. They can't seem to adapt to it.
That's why they all get mechs now, or
Yeah.
like enhanced.
Yes.
enhanced
Everything's
legs.
mech. Everything's
just-
mech.
Like, oh god, we can't make another World War II game. What the fuck are we gonna
if
do?
you want to make if Battlefield guys want to make a Gundam game, let's do it. Like, I'm in.
It's like point and shoot. The people want to play the point and shoot games, but it's like nobody's pointing and shooting anymore, dude. Like, it's not a thing. Like, they do on small scale, like
It'd be like
if they
tactical things.
Middle Eastern.
if they deem that it's not worth the $8 billion to fly a Predator in, yeah, sure. They'll do it that way. They'll send 8 guys in a Humvee, but it's like, yeah.
Back to Malazan, I will say also what's really interesting about this is it's not you get your heavies in a wall, they create a shield wall, and then you fight over them. That's not what this is. What we're seeing here is an army on the run, and then another army chasing them, which is also really cool and so fucked up because, like,
Yeah.
they could just let them go. They're trying to tactically retreat.
Mm-hmm.
But they won't. They want to kill
They
them.
could easily let them go, let them get to Aaron, and then besiege the city. Like, that would
Take
be
their
fun.
time. Yeah.
But I guess the thought is that if Coltane is able to fortify a position, they won't be able to beat him. Also, isn't
Probably.
Aaron a support city, right?
Yeah.
So there's also that aspect that if he makes it to the ocean, but
What the fuck is going on in Aaron? They have an army there. They have an army station there. They have an entire city fortified. And they have a fleet. Nox fleet is supposedly there. What the fuck is going on?
Well, that's
where are the
Cornwall,
red
right?
blades? This whole
Cornwall.
time you're,
And
it's
he's
Cornwall.
like
He's with
refusing to involve himself.
he's
So-
with who is it? Malik Rel. Malik Rel's there, and then apparently, I think we've heard this, right? Have we heard the term gistle? We've heard the term gistle.
Mhm. But
Gistle, huh?
We don't know what that means.
the Malik Rel is not a fan of Coltane, so
No.
yeah. Okay, so what else is in this chapter?
This chapter, so we have them. The Simp
Callum?
Godling was badly damaged. A claw helped, assisted by a demon. Nil saw the apt there. I think it's here where they talk about their hands are burned black.
Mm-hmm.
Their hands are stained black from sucking the life out of the horse and burning it from the inside out. And said, I think it says something like, or implies that I don't know if they're literal or just figuratively, like their hands will be stained black for the rest of their lives because of what they did to that horse. There was like a real grief that I thought was really beautiful and beautifully done. So much respect to animals here in this thing.
Oh,
is it the beginning
Also,
of this one?
Lowell gets his face smashed in with a mace.
Oh,
Lives.
with a morning star. No, a mace. Yeah,
We've debated the types of mace.
yeah,
A hunk of metal hit him in the face.
yeah. And he's missing an
how
eye.
relaxed he was about it. I was like,
He was
you're
so chill.
missing an eye.
I mean,
your face.
You got to be
ripped
cool
open.
at that point.
And you're
At
just
that
like,
point, it's like,
he's like, "What's up, historian?" That's
yeah.
like,
I mean, that's
Well,
a
and
power
Lester
move.
does a pretty good job. Because he changes his
yeah,
his
he gives him
affect a
like
little bit.
I think
A
he
lisp.
must. It kind of almost sounds like he pushed in on his like this to his when he like
Yeah.
talks about him, and like so he's like talking out of the side of his mouth.
It's really
Lister
interesting.
Does a great job with those little things about his voices.
Yeah,
About like
100%.
the speech impediments and things like that. Like he does a great job putting those in. So also I realized something that I don't. This has probably been going on for the whole like both books, but I didn't notice it. There are times when Erickson writes like italicized like internal thought of a character, but doesn't specify who thinks it or like that it's a thought sentence or whatever. And Lister adds that dialogue tag in the audio, but it's not in the print. I thought that was very interesting.
Really?
Oh,
You don't usually get that with audiobooks.
Interesting.
They don't usually change the text, but
do you guys like italicized for internal thoughts, and then also like? So I like it
Yeah,
for
that's
internal
standard. I
thoughts.
think. That's
Yeah,
standard.
yeah. But what about when like now this isn't for any specific reason I'm asking this or anything.
Mhm.
So what if a god was talking in your head? Would you do that italicized or
Yeah.
would you
Yeah, I would just
I
do
would.
dialogue tag
italicized.
that?
But
Okay.
there are
You-
I have
If
seen
you go
some
to an
people-
editor, they will don't put bold. They'll take it out. They're like,
No bold. No bold.
you could do
No,
like,
Who are you,
Yeah.
Matt Denneman?
or
Yeah,
what you can do what Sanderson does. He does the small all caps.
Small
letters.
caps?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. Yeah, no caps, no bold.
I do like the small caps.
Small caps is fine. Big caps when someone's yelling, not fine. No offense, Will. I do not like that. Well, your prologue has a lot of caps in it.
I had a couple scenes that did, yeah, but that'll all get changed once I go through.
I mean, it's fine. That's a style choice and it's a preference. It's just
I always operated under the when I was taught to write, I was taught don't do that. Don't all caps. Like if you're gonna express it, you need to express it in the dialogue tag. And I was taught also to be sparing with exclamation points. But when I worked with my line editor, she was like, "Hey, you should probably add an exclamation point here." I was like, "We're not allowed to do that." And she was like, "What do you mean?" I was like,
yeah, that's
what do
hard
you
for me
mean?
too. That's hard for me too because obviously I was a lit guy in college, and it was you don't put exclamation points, but in stories like you kind of
Sometimes you have to.
it's very useful.
Yeah,
And Yeah,
See,
so it's a funny
I came up
thing seeing it
through
different.
lit and then into journalism, and so if I use the exclamation point, I think I was required to shoot myself in the face. So yeah, it's hard for me. Like I have a couple in my latest book. There's a couple exclamation points. I try to use them very sparingly.
Yeah, I probably, as a
italicized-
result, accepted only half of
italicized.
the exclamation points added into my book from my editor.
I will be very interested. I feel like it's going to be hard to find an editor that I can work well with for the lit RPG. I need to do some research into that.
You need to find a lit RPG editor.
Yeah, because I write it
so different.
Because it's told in present tense, but it's actually happening in past tense, but it's being told by my main character in present tense. So
I think you're gonna have to find someone who's
Maurice
really
is like,
good
what the fuck are you?
What?
Maurice is
Dude, I
thinking
keep
in his
catching
head
you
right now.
every time you do a clip. I'm like, tense issue. Like,
Maurice is thinking right now to change it. Go back, change it. Don't do that.
I mean, I'm for
That's weird.
the tense issues.
Why is
tense
it in the
issues and
future?
tethered tense issues and tethered God. I'm finding a lot of them as I'm going through doing my final edit, but I'm assuming a copy editor is going to help me with that.
yeah.
So if they catch it, then don't, guys, I'm paying people to edit my book. This isn't going to be, I'm not doing this.
You're
on my
allowed to
own,
have
so.
one mistake per 10,000 words. That is the traditional published threshold. Is what you should expect.
That is why I will hire a proofreader as well after my copy editor is done, because I'm not going to fuck around with it.
I'm gonna ask you: are those new headphones?
They're actually old headphones.
They look fucking wild, my guy. They look wild. They're like so wide.
They're actually,
they're like.
I mean, they're Sennheiser. I mean, they're monitor headphones.
That's awesome.
So it's I started using God, again, we're getting so off. I started using a mixer because with my mic here into my camera, I get a little feedback if I just go straight. If I power this through USB only and then run the output from this to my camera, I get a little feedback. People probably don't notice it, but I do. So I didn't like that. So I bought a mixer so I could hook it up through XLR and then run the mixer to the camera. So
hell yeah,
that's taking care of a lot of the issues. Again, bullshit. 98% of people aren't going to give a fuck about. But me, when I'm editing and I hear, I'm like, no. We're not doing that. I will pay $200 to fix this right now.
Okay. Lestara Yil.
Malazan. Yes.
The thing we're doing a podcast about. Lestara
Kalam gets out. They get out. They also find a symbol in the Imperial Warren that belongs to Kalor.
Yep, that's Brood's second in command, right?
Yep. But they finally get out of the Imperial Warren in Aaron. They finally get to Aaron. That's a big thing. And then Lestara Yil and Pearl get out.
And they go to the Loke to report, and she's immediately arrested.
Yes.
Because the Red
Which
Blades
I'm
have
like,
apparently been determined to be.
We don't like the Red Blades, right? We hate them, or are we?
I hate the Red Blades. I hate them.
How do we feel about this?
I'm anti-Red Blade. Yeah.
How do we feel about this whole thing happening? About them being arrested,
ruthlessly murdering people in the other cities, like killing kids, riding people down. They are not good people.
No.
So,
but how do we feel about it? You're fine with it,
but it's weird. I'm fine with it, but it's weird. It makes me question what's happening with the leadership in Aaron. Is this Pormqual doing this? Suddenly having a change of heart about the Red Blades? That seems unlikely. So it feels to me like somebody is pulling the strings that is not Pormqual. And we're gonna and it's possible that Coltane gets a room.
What we're getting here is a bit of Middle Eastern fear mongering in the 2000s. It's a bit of putting Japanese Americans into concentration camps in America during World War II, because what we're getting is racism, because the Red Blades are 7 cities, natives. and they just happen to be loyal to the Malazan Empire, but they're not trusted because they're brown.
Right.
Gotta watch out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking a point of view from the book. I'm not saying in real life.
Okay. Well, I mean, but
I didn't even realize what you said.
Go ahead.
no.
Will.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm like, it's gonna get taken out of context. I'm not gonna.
I'll have to edit it if you.
No.
Look, you never want to tell a joke to the wrong person. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because there's nothing worse than getting lectured when you didn't even mean
it. You know all about that.
All right, and then what did you say? Sokolon?
Sokolon, dude. Sokolon. How do you say it?
Salk Elon.
Bah. I don't say the word Elon.
Yeah, I get it.
You could say Elon, and it's still the same.
Elon. Yeah, Elon.
Sokolon.
So Salk is apparently like, yeah, dude, come on my ship. Or not his ship. He is arranged for this captain, unnamed. He just calls him the captain, I think.
Yeah, he doesn't say the name.
He just arranges for this captain to take Kalam on the Rag Stopper to... Where's he going?
Unta.
To Unta. With
Unta,
the Aaron treasury.
Mm-hmm.
So they're supposed to be heading that way.
Manala's
all right.
Pissed.
And then Manala's like,
Manala's
I can't believe that
furious.
motherfucker left. I'm going to chase him down. And so she gets on another ship and follows him.
Which is hilarious. Basically, like a layperson, he's like, that's the greatest assassin alive. I'm coming to get you. Just
like
that's like Will emailing Steven Erickson asking to be on a podcast.
I didn't email him, actually. I went through Facebook. So
dropped it
apparently
to the
he's
DMs.
most responsive.
That is where he is.
Dude, that's where I talked to Mark Lawrence at. That's old authors love Facebook.
Great.
They do.
Hey, Steven, come on our podcast. He called you old.
I don't post this I should start posting this to Facebook.
We should post it to Facebook. Yes.
It's a button on Instagram.
Did you know that Facebook has the best, if I remember correctly, the best
yes.
monetization?
I know.
Yeah, payouts.
I know. Facebook 2 weeks of Facebook paid for this tattoo. No, Facebook fucking pays, bro.
Well, and like I see your views on Facebook because I'm friends with you, but your views on there are nothing compared to your views on Instagram.
No,
brother, do you get on Facebook, Will?
No, I do not.
I still have it. Yeah, I don't really use it for much.
Wilson. I thought you guys did that down there.
Down there,
Facebook
in the South.
Yeah,
I
have Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't use it.
It's funny. My favorite part about Facebook,
you should use
now,
it. You make a lot of money on
it.
You
should. We should all use it.
I don't
We should all
on
use it exclusively.
Is what I mean.
But
I advertise on it.
My favorite part of Facebook now, since I started getting into the Booksta stuff in people I've become friends with, are the wild friend suggestions that I get now. Just like
John Gwynn.
Yeah. John Gwynn's always on my recommended friends.
Oh my God.
It's because we're actual friends on there. So some of these like people I'm actually friends with on Facebook. So I'm
friends with you, Aaron Hall, and Andy. And so
so
those three alone,
I get authors on
yeah,
there.
It's it just starts like I got Matt Denneman was a suggested friend for me the other day.
Yeah, and I'm friends with Matt on there too.
I added him on there. I went ahead and added him as a friend. I was like, he's probably not gonna accept it, but I'm gonna try. And
that's hilarious.
So that's my favorite part of Facebook now is seeing who the most ridiculous people on my suggested friends are.
Do you still look at the people who follow you, Noah?
On what?
On anything?
No.
I don't either. So I don't know when to follow people back. Like, I don't know.
Oh, no, I don't until they interact. If they interact with me. So this is the best. If you want to get a follow from, I'm not against following people. I want to make that really clear. Like my follower numbers are low just because I follow the people who interact with me. So I've seen their pages and I know their stuff. If I see someone if there's someone who follows me, don't expect me to follow you back if you don't interact with me because I'm not seeing any of your stuff.
I haven't checked my notifications bar in a month, 2 months. I can't look at it.
It's so hard. It's so hard to keep up with. And I know this is something that Will's not going to have experience with, but you wake up with like 50 to 70 followers, right? So you don't I'm not going to spend 15 minutes every morning to
Scrolling.
go through every new follower and look.
Yeah,
at
my
their
shit's
page.
at
Like,
it's capped at 100, 100, 100 every time I log in now.
Yeah. It's
I just can't. I don't have time. I don't have time.
No. Sorry, Will.
No, it's fine. It's supposed to be
Will's like, I got time to look at my new followers.
It's nice.
Yeah, guys, if you follow me, I'll know. If you follow me, I'll send you a personalized.
This is recent for me, so I just hit 10K. So like sub 7,000, I was still looking at everything.
It's hard.
Once I hit 10K, it's like it's done. I can't.
It's like how I can't read every single comment on the Fable Book Club. I just cannot fit. I do not have time. To do everything.
If y'all want us to respond, some of y'all know this because y'all tag us. Yeah, you tag.
Yes. I don't read every message on the Fable either because there's too many of them. I can't. I mean, yeah.
That's literally your one job.
I don't read every single one job. First of all, I don't read every single
Hey, have you figured out the YouTube yet? Have you figured out the YouTube or the Instagram yet?
Yeah, remember 2 months ago when I asked you to take over the YouTube? And you know what's funny? What's funny is Will was like, Noah, why do you keep putting this on your YouTube? What does it need on your YouTube?
I did ask.
I'm like, Will.
Well,
I didn't, Will, my man,
I didn't
if
mean
you want to
make
one.
What I said was, do we want to have its own YouTube?
And then we said,
I said, sure.
Yeah. You're gonna do it, right, Will? And Will said, "Yeah."
I am still.
That was 2 months ago.
I am still.
It's a little late at this point. People know the.
I can still do it.
You can, but at this point, it's like people already are on the subscribed to the playlist on.
You're right. I know, but you want me to really like make myself look better here? What was the reason? You remember the reason I didn't get it done?
Oh, okay, but. How have you had time after?
Because I had a kid in the hospital for
I know
all of December and January.
I was like,
I mean, I do want to say I did make my YouTube on a phone.
Okay, what? So?
I'm just saying.
Would you do that sitting at your child's bedside in the hospital?
Will, we understand.
Hey, you did get in writing group at your child's bedside.
Will has 17 children, but also Will chose to have 17 children. And another one on the way.
That's
another one on the way.
Okay. We don't have to get into it in the podcast, but chose is
let's do Maurice's Sayings to Remember, because we need to be out of here in about 10 minutes. So let's do Maurice's Sayings to Remember, then we'll go to chapter 14, and we can talk about Will's failures as a co-host after that.
Okay, so chapter 13, the animals are not doing well. A lapdog was carried off by a fucking cattle dog.
That's funny. I forgot.
Poor roach dog.
That's your
weird.
I imagine your dog, Maurice, in that getting grabbed.
I'll kill you, dude.
I'm just saying, it's got that look. It's got that look.
I've never seen him as mad as he was just then.
That's like a flash.
I've ever seen.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. I can see that dog getting carried away by a cattle dog.
He was smiling, and then he just went.
Yeah, bud. That's my son. You know how you have children? This is the one I got. He's right there.
Okay, talk about our kids.
13 years old.
Talk about our kids getting carried away by dogs.
Do that. Yeah, it's like I pictured your child being eaten by the nobles, Noah. No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I gotta clip it.
Anyway, oh God. See, I gotta be careful what you know what? No. Honestly though, I did as a Chihuahua owner. I saw this happening and I was like, oh, that poor little dog.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
These cattle dogs have eaten people. And I have not given a shit. I've been like, yeah, stay away from them. But they take a little lapdog and I'm like, that dog didn't deserve that. It didn't. But we'll talk about that dog, that whole situation again soon. So that happens, and it's a roach dog. What is a roach dog? I wonder what we're supposed to picture.
I mean, we saw it last week.
You know,
we saw it last week.
Listen. Yeah, it's a Chihuahua. It's a Chihuahua and a pit bull. What's a cattle dog?
Cattle dog's definitely a pit bull or like a.
I imagine like a stray Australian dog,
big shepherd,
like an Australian shepherd type dog.
Yeah.
So they're kind of fierce. Okay, so that that happens. Fuck you guys. The
Tell
nobles
Steve, when we get him on
cannot wait to get these nobles out of here, dude. I'm so ready to like fucking. I just want them. I don't want them on my pages anymore.
You want to eat the
I'm
rich.
gonna eat the nobles. Yes, eat the rich, baby. Except
Not
for
just
Noah.
the rich, the extremely rich.
Eat the extremely rich. Behead them. Guillotine.
I just saying, as
I'm
a
all
country,
for
we
it.
need to do better about differentiating. We need to
well,
This is
is
all
that the problem?
self-preservation for Noah and Maurice.
This
is self-preservation for them, for anybody like me who's normal and is listening to this. That's all
I'm
they're doing right
normal.
now. Like, hey guys, I'm just saying.
I'm freshly normal.
Maybe
I am
differentiate.
You can count my dollars in 11 days. It's not that big of a deal.
Yes, that's true.
Oh.
Mike, you can count pennies. You know. Okay, so they get to the river. The foolish dog charge, and they run on to the sappers, and they fucking make it. Impossibly, they make it, and they wreak havoc. They get across the river. But hundreds of refugees died because there was a trap. I can't remember what happened here.
Big loss. The important thing is we lost a lot of people.
Is this okay? Oh God. Okay, so I already finished Deadhouse Gates, so there's a lot of river crossings in this book, and they're all important. So I'm gonna stop there with the river crossing on this one. I think some other shit happens in other river crossings.
Yeah.
Kalam gets out of the Imperial Warren. He gets on a boat called the Rag Stopper. Somebody, we don't know this person, Sakalan, is
baby.
Sakalan. Salk Elan is Salk Elan. He is he paid for it. He made it happen. So Kalam's got to ride to Unta, and he doesn't know why. And then Lestara Yil, that bitch got arrested. And then Manala is like, I'm coming for you, Kalam. You're mine. Wait, there's my camera. You're mine, Kalam. And so she's going after him. She's like, Kaneb, don't you ever say Kalam's name ever again. You understand me? And then she leaves. And Kaneb's like, okay.
Like, fuck, all right.
And they just leave him and Aaron. They just left Kaneb and Aaron.
And that's kids, to be fair,
with his wife and children.
Yeah.
And that's chapter 13.
All right. Let's go to chapter 14 here.
Y'all, we're doing good. We're under 2 hours right now. I'm so proud of us.
Shake.
Shake.
How do you say it, Will?
Shaik.
You got to do the guttural and the Ivers. It's shake. Shake.
That's not what he meant by guttural.
Just like fucking orc language over
here,
here, dude.
Screaming? You're gonna start? Okay.
Can you scream?
Yeah, I could scream, dude.
No, I mean like a screamo scream.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah.
Ladies and gents.
Noah.
Do you want to do some skike?
Noah has an entire musical career that he won't tell me about. So
what?
Okay.
Are you in a post-hardcore band?
Shaik Reborn. In the buried First Empire City, Culp urges a fast exit. Living soul taken and divers are everywhere. Haboric Spider-Man's down a cliff with Felicin, and Culp strapped him. I love that scene, dude. It's just funny thinking about it. Who's and they run into Narwhal Eber. Is that how you guys say it?
Yeah, that is actually how you say it.
Narwhal, dude. It's Narwhal.
That's how he says it.
There's no R. There's no R, brother.
Narwhal.
I know there's not, but tell me that doesn't say Narwhal.
Narwhal.
Okay.
Yeah, Narwhal.
It was actually Okay, hold on. This is important. It's actually Grillin. The rat divers. He drops the illusion, swarms Culp, rip, and erupts,
rip.
And chaos erupts.
Rip.
Bodden returns, burned, bronze, and dying, to save Felicin one last time. He succeeds, then dies in her arms. The Talon fulfilled his mission. Pretty
Check.
cool. Okay, still going. Elsewhere, Fiddler's group anxiously follows Apsalar, wondering if she's about to come shake. And back in the whirlwind, Leoman waits beside Shayk's corpse. A young woman and an old man emerge from the storm. Leoman names her Reborn. She agrees and tells him not to touch the old man's hand. Yeah, Felicin is Shaykh Reborn.
Or is that Dujak's one arm?
That should be our post-hardcore band name, Dujak's One Arm.
Oh my God.
How good is that? How good is that, dude?
We're about to enter another thing where you two can do a thing I can't do. I have no musical.
Play music?
at all, so yeah.
What do you play, Maurice?
I play the drums and guitar.
Perfect. I needed. I just play guitar. I mean, I can play bass too, but
I was in an indie band, an indie duo with my wife. We both sing.
I've been in. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've been in a couple post-hardcore bands and a couple pop punk bands. One of those pop punk
Hell
bands I
yeah,
regret
dude.
leaving. But other than that, I'm very happy with my life.
Did you ever
so it's not a
tour?
big deal. Just kind of, but not really. Not like official. Just like
Okay.
fill in.
Have you ever heard of
So-
Dance Gavin
yeah.
Dance?
Of course.
Okay, so my buddy, my best friend in middle school, he was the best man at my wedding. RJ Randall. He was in a band called Stolas,
Okay.
and Stolas toured with Dance Gavin Dance, but he's a bassist.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Dance Seven Dance. They're interesting band.
Tillian got in trouble.
Yes. Yeah. This is. We're getting deep.
You're
now.
way-
We're
Yeah,
getting
we're getting way.
This is alternative.
Okay. All right. First of all, let's pour
do you
one
wanna
out.
That's cool as shit, though, dude. That's cool as shit.
This is all I got now. I got my telly and I got a little orange and then a small pedalboard.
Hell
That's
yeah,
all I got
dude.
now. That's all I play with
That's
now.
sick.
As soon as I sold all my big stuff when I started having kids.
It happens.
Someday.
That happens.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. My kids are very musical, so we'll see what happens.
Bruh, but dude, we need to get you on bass, Will.
Listen,
Well, you can play bass, dude.
I'm sure.
It's like guitar.
I'll do
but a little
drums.
easier.
I love playing drums.
when I was growing up, I really wanted to play music, and I took lessons several times at different things. But what I really wanted to do was I wanted to learn percussion. I wanted to play the drums, and my parents refused to get me a drum set.
They would.
That's not supportive parents.
I know.
No.
That's what I said.
You can get an electric
But Mom
kit,
offered-
dude. It'd be
my
so
mom
easy to get an
offered
electric
buy me
kit.
a saxophone, but wouldn't buy a drum set.
You look like a sax player,
Yeah,
dude.
don't-
Dude,
I
I
know.
love a saxophone.
Dude,
Saxophone's
sax is
fun
hot,
in
dude.
any situation.
And she
You
was
better
like,
plan.
just
Who's that?
she was saying I could do that, and I was like, where am I gonna? No one gives sax lessons in Kentucky. Where would I do that? So
First off, what's
Yeah.
what's a music lesson? First off,
what?
Self-taught, baby. Self-taught.
what's a music lesson?
Okay, well, no, I always wanted to play instrument. I tried to teach myself guitar when I was in high school, and that didn't go very well.
Hell's bells, baby. That's
Tried
how I
to
learned Hell's
tried
bells.
to learn mandolin at one point.
Oh, I could see you in a nice little folk band.
Yeah.
Brother,
Well,
you
the
should.
mandolin.
Bluegrass?
This tells you this is a different time. I tried to learn mandolin off of a DVD course that someone bought me. It's
Sick.
like, yeah.
Dude, the best way to learn instrument is just diddle around and stop listening to people.
I
Dude,
think
what you
that's
need
not
is
accurate.
just buy a drum set now.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
it's not too late.
with all my kids. The drum set. It's a great idea.
They'd love it.
They
My
would.
kids
love
love
it.
when I play.
That's the problem. They would want to touch it. They would want to mess with it.
But yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
why all my daughters have little ukuleles they get a hold when I'm playing my guitar. So they just sit there and
See,
You gotta buy
so
shakers and stuff, dude.
my
for them.
son, my 4-year-old, he loves music. He's very musical, and we were like, let's get him some like musical toys so we can kind of see what he likes. You know, as he gets a little older, and get an idea what he wants to do. So we got him last Christmas. No, not last, but 2024 Christmas. We got him a guitar. We got him like a toy guitar, mic stand, and it was a little drum set too. this whole little setup, and we were picturing there's something all the kids can play with, whatever. Yeah, he broke it literally within 10 minutes of opening it. Christmas morning, he broke it. Because I have 2 little boys, and they choose to make everything into a weapon.
This is why I don't have boys. This is why I didn't have boys.
Yeah, well, you grew up with brothers, right? So
this is
you know what I'm
wealthy people have something called eugenics.
Well, you can get your sperm spun. I mean, you could literally make.
You can choose now. You can choose now.
It's only like 20.
Yeah.
It's only like $20K.
I didn't know
You go
that.
get your sperm spun.
Only.
Yeah. They do it. They do in vitro. After they spin the sperm, they find the right one for a girl or a boy. It's not perfect every time.
Wouldn't that also make your chances of conception like way, way, way lower every time?
If you have enough money,
choose several.
Conception's not a big deal.
I guess.
Because you can always pay for IVF or surrogate or.
I guess that's true. So we're way in the weeds, but that's a whole separate. We had a very long journey to pregnancy. That's a whole thing.
Okay,
Anyway,
let's do chapter 14.
We are so far off. Sorry, Jordan.
Okay, sorry. No, Jordan likes it now, so
That's
he's at this point. Jordan's skipping to this stuff.
So let's talk about Croup if he were
pour one out?
evil.
Can we pour one out for Culp and
But yeah, for sure.
Culp.
Yeah,
We
dude.
don't gotta pour one for
boy.
for Bowden, but
So this is Croup if he were evil is how that's how he reads Grillin Nawal is he sounds like Croup in the audiobook. And fuck that guy, dude. Fuck that guy. But he's like, I'm like, the second they run into this guy and he's like being carried by undead, he's got a sorceress wall surrounding him, basically like holding off the whirlwind. I'm like, this guy's not great. He's not great news.
yeah, there was something off about him from the beginning.
The way Culp dies so quickly is so jarring. It's so fucking jarring.
It's very uniquely Malazan, though.
Yeah.
I don't know another book that would have done that. A character that you followed pretty much the entire book, POV character, dies in a paragraph. I mean, it was brutal.
Love it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, it's uncommon. So, yeah.
No fanfare. He's just gone.
It was brutal enough. No last words. Nothing. It was brutal enough that I was sitting there going, did he survive somehow? Like, did he open his warren? Like,
I thought so. I went to probably 2 books. Like, Culp's coming back. Culp's coming back. He's got us.
Yeah, that's my
Culp's
current.
Culp is
that's my
dead.
current fantasy for Talk the Younger. Is that he's going to come back somehow? So,
Man, it's like so many characters that just get like. Poof,
I am that right now. I'm like Memories of Ice. Talk's coming back. He's coming. He's going to find a way back. He's going to pop out of that warren. I think I'm probably wrong. But anyway, yeah, that was brutal. Brutal death.
Felsen and Heberick escape. Bodden saves the day. He's like, I didn't go anywhere. He's been like fucking following them, and he just appears.
Though also, and it's very like he died horribly, but that he thought he was immune to fire because of the
fire
soul taken. Yeah.
Yeah, he was bathed in flames, so he thought like maybe I can't be burned. And after this scene I was like, fuck, man, I really hope that Gessler, Truth, and Stormy are okay and that they don't think they're immune to fire. Cuz that's going to suck.
Any of those characters would be more intelligent about this.
Well, he like, I'm gonna set these rats on fire. So he runs in there and just like sets them on fire. There's also a fucking soul-taken bear in there, and
Dope.
Bodden's just like, I'm gonna do it, and he fights, and then he comes back, and he dies in Fellison's arms. He's like, I did the job, I did it.
You weren't what I was expecting.
Yes, that's what he said.
I think also, though, this has one of the most poignant analysis of Fellison's situation as a quote that someone actually shared in the club, but I noticed it when they said it too, which is, It's when she's sitting there with holding his dead body, basically, and the emotion of everything's hitting her, and she realizes that she's like more upset about his death than I think, and Culp, than she thought she was going to be, because she's kept trying to keep all this distance between these people, right? But they still ultimately matter. And it says armor can hide anything until the moment it falls away, even a child, especially a child. And I think that it's such a poignant statement of she is still a child. Like, everything she's been through, all the armor and the walls that she's put up, she's ultimately still a scared child. And it's just it's a brutal moment for her character, and obviously for the ones that died. And another moment of power scaling too, because we've seen Culp do some pretty good stuff. Culp's no pushover, and not only did he not realize who they were talking to, he had no chance to even fight back. He just immediately died. So
yeah, and not only that, like power scaling there, Culp to Grillin, mm-hmm. and then Grillin to Icarium, because we saw Grillin get scared off by Icarium.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Before, earlier in the book, which is crazy. So, also, I think this point kind of shows everyone who has sexualized Felicin in this book has met an untimely end.
Nice little message.
Everyone who has
happens when you fuck with kids
sexualized this child has been killed in a terrible way.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Which Culp I love.
Didn't, right? He didn't.
Culp did. Culp made a comment about her.
Did he?
He made like a joke, like an offhanded comment about her. But the second I came up to, because I knew he was going to die. The second he said something like, he's made a joke about taking his pants off and only if you do it, or something like that. And then the second that happened, I was like, oh fuck. That's what even he, like, that was like, I don't know if there's like a curse on if you fucking, you know what I mean? Like, if you say something.
You're a pedophile, you die.
You die. You die. That's what I love about Malazan. It shows really dark shit. Warren. Right. But it tends to also, people get what's coming to them. Mm-hmm. A lot of times innocent people get shafted too, but literally sometimes. And like, but in this case, the bad guys usually get fucking, you feel like there's some justice in the world.
Yeah.
Malazan is the ultimate book of justice. Batman would love this book.
He would. Fiddler.
Let's hit Fiddler quick and then give Will some time, because I know he'll want to talk about Felicin for a while. With Shaik.
Right. Fiddler, they're still following Apsalar and her father. There's a whole discussion about, like, is Cotillion possessing her again? I'll be honest, I don't have a lot of thoughts on this sequence. Like, I don't have much more to say. I mean, it just kind of...
Yeah, that's basically what happens. Yeah.
It just happened, they're discussing it, and then we move on.
We'll get to it next week.
Yeah, there's more for sure next week.
Yep. This is a larger discussion next time. Now, how about some Rebirth?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Well, so we get Leomin and the Toblikai. And they're in a bad shape, especially Leomin. They've been sitting by this dead body, just like waiting for something to happen all this time for weeks.
I love that. They're just so devout.
Which is interesting. Like, we do learn that the dead Shaik, her hair continued to grow for a while, and like, so something was going on with this body.
It's not as weird as a living puppet. So
true. I like that we haven't gotten anything on that level of absurdity in this book.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm trying to think if we do, and I don't. Nothing.
He goes to pretty much 0 to 100 on the ridiculous shit in the first 2 chapters of.
In Memories of Ice, we're gonna have some ridiculous things.
Okay. And then, we get Felicin, and so. I mean, whoever stumbles in, I was pretty sure it was Felicin and Heberick. because of the
Yeah,
hands comment, right? Don't touch his hands.
for sure.
But I
Dangerous
think
hands.
I think we're supposed to wonder, and not until the hands comment. We're supposed to wonder. Oh shit! Is this Absalar and her dad, or is this?
I definitely
Khaleesi
thought it was
and Hebrew?
Absalor at first until the comment about the hands. Then I was like, oh shit, that's
Oh shit! It's Hiboric. Yeah.
yeah.
Will thought it was Dujak.
Shit, it's Dujak.
It's Dujak, dude.
So, question:
It's
since
Dujak
Hiboric can
and
have
Picker.
Ghost hands. Can Dujak get a ghost arm?
I mean, if he starts praying to the right
If
gods,
he
it sounds like.
starts following Feiner. Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah. That's not a bad god for Dujak, if you think about it.
The
That could be
boar,
pretty powerful.
Kind of works. Kind of works.
The God of War.
sick.
I mean, it kind of fits.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, if he goes to the Throne of Shadow, though, they can just regrow his arm. So, anyway, yeah. I mean, this is an interesting thing. I didn't know what I expected here. I did not expect Felicin and Hiboric to get to Shaik's temple first. That did surprise me. I expected it to be Absalar and Servant. So I'm trying to think of what I can say because I've read ahead, a little bit. So I'm making sure.
So up until this point, that's what we've been told, is that they've sent Absalar to Shaik because that's Shadow Throne's plan. Shadow Throne, the assumption is Shadow Throne wants Absalar to become Shaik, and then he'll control the army of the apocalypse. That's what we've been told.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it would make sense for Shadow Throne to move against Lysine given who he is. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But maybe another lesson in question all of the assumptions you're making at all times.
right. And obviously, we will have more to say about all of that
Next week.
Things to remember.
Things to remember. Don't touch Hiboric's hands.
Never.
Culp
Or
is...
Noah's. If you see me in real life, do not touch me.
Yes. Culp is dead. Bawden's dead. Nawal is Grellin. Grellin is thousands of rats.
I just want to say, how insane would that sentence you just said sound to someone who had not read these books?
Grillin, one man,
Thousands of rats.
is thousands of rats.
Culp and Bawden are dead. Nawal is Grillin. Grillin is 1,000 rats.
1,000 rats. Fucking wild. These books are insane. What were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
Oh,
No, I changed my mind.
okay. Shaik, Felicin is Shaik reborn.
Jake.
Let's
Do it, Will. Do it,
No.
Will. Say it right.
No.
Come on, you gotta try it.
No.
You gotta try it.
Will.
No.
It's right. Nobody's listening at this point.
I'm not doing this because you'll clip
That's
it.
it.
On Instagram. I'm not
That's it. That's it. That's chapter 14, baby. And
That's
I have
all right, yeah.
I finished the book, so I will be having the rest of the recaps up by this week.
My plan is to finish the book this week. So, yeah.
The reason why we have to break it up is not because of people's reading speed. There are people that are behind. That is true. It is because we can't do more than 4 chapters on this podcast, or it'll be a 5-hour podcast.
If I had kept it like it originally was, and all of book 4 was in one podcast, oh my!
It'd be
We'd
insane.
never
We'd
get through
done.
it.
It'd be 9
No,
hours
dude, it'd be
long.
2 days. Yeah, fucking insane.
Can we? You know what we should do someday?
What?
One of these days, we should give Jordan the notes, and he's our moderator.
Oh, let him come in.
He's like,
here.
you guys are off track.
Yes, we kind of
Would that
could
be
use
funny?
a moderator.
He just
I think that would
bong.
be
He just we just have him turn our shit off, and we're like, what happened? It's like
So
y'all
there
were
was,
talking about the Hooly Dooly Cliffs in Utah. I don't know how you got there, but
We
Yeah.
were talking about the Nutter Butter Cave.
There was
Nutter
a,
butter.
Nutter butter. There was a podcast I listened to. I think it was the one with Zach Braff and Donald Faison when they were recapping Scrubs. Anyway, they had a thing where if they went
Weird
off
ass thing to
topic for
listen
more
to.
than 2 minutes, somebody hit a buzzer and they had to go back to what they were.
Oh, we should do that. Let's
Yeah.
do that next week.
We could try it.
Buzz it 2 minutes?
Yeah, it was 2 minutes.
I mean, I'll have to watch. Okay.
Who's gonna watch
right.
it? Because we're all
I'll
off
do it.
topic.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I can't resist, when someone gives me an opportunity to talk about myself or platform myself, it's happening.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I can't resist a funny anecdote, so it's the same thing. I'm like, yeah.
We can resist your funny anecdotes. That's
Shut
fine.
the fuck up. Fuck you.
I
I can
can't.
buzz those.
I can't.
Reese can. He just
I can't buzz anybody. Don't expect me to buzz.
All right, let's end it.
Yep.
That was it. I'm gonna say, if you're still here, comment.
Nutter butter.
Pizza. Nutter butter. That's a good one. Yeah. Comment Nutter butter in the Fable Book Club. We will recognize you. We only had one person do that last week.
Yeah.
Is that true that only one person got to
Let me
taco
see.
salad? I don't know.
No, there were two. There were two
I don't know.
taco salads.
Was it Carla?
Hang on. I'm gonna go get them. Hold on.
I got tagged.
Yeah, we need to acknowledge those people.
Okay,
they did a good job.
Here we go. So Hellion, Marissa, and there was another one. Hang on.
I only got tagged in one.
Yeah, you got
And it
tagged
was-
two people. Come on. We,
I got tagged
I was
in
like,
two.
you gotta follow me on Instagram and tag me in Fable, and then I
Brother,
read your-
you did not tag me in this picture you took of my face when you were talking about Jujak's one arm.
Did I not? I thought I did.
No, you just said Maurice's face at my servant theory.
Carla. Yeah, Carla, Hellion,
Carla.
and Marissa. But yeah,
Carla's
that
the one I
picture-
remember.
without being prompted. That was pretty good. I knew Carla without being prompted.
It was good.
wasn't
That was good.
That shows that I
What was
do.
was there something that they
Careful
did you
what you
say
say
that
about
they were
me.
going to win something if they did it? Did you?
I don't know.
I couldn't remember.
Probably.
You told.
I think you
Jordan-
said you would buy them any book they wanted.
no.
I think I said Will follow you on Instagram.
That's not hard to get. I
If
think
you-
you said that I only follow if you follow me. No, I'm not following. But I think you said that you would buy them a physical copy of Jordan's book. Was that or you said or did you tell Jordan that if he did it, you'd buy a physical copy of his book for yourself?
Yeah.
That's
I
something
think-
about
I think-
Jordan.
Yeah. No,
Jordan
it was something
wasn't-
about Jordan. If he got to a certain point, I would buy somebody a copy of his book, and he didn't comment the thing that I said.
Yeah,
so,
he hasn't done it, so I'm
uh,
sure he didn't. He didn't.
I mean, he's out of time now. It's too late. We've already talked about it. So, sorry, Jordan.
All right, cool.
bitch.
So next week is chapters.
Can y'all hear me chewing?
No, you're okay.
No, we can see you though.
Okay.
That's fine.
I can't say anything. I ate a taco.
You look like
salad.
Kruppa.
Yeah. Yes. Wear a mask and shove a pastry through the mask.
Bruh, I love a Danish. You know what I mean? I love a Danish.
Next week is chapters 15 through 19. And then we'll be finishing up
Fiver.
after that.
That's a fiver.
Yeah, we're gonna need the buzzer.
Yeah.
Gonna need the buzzer. All right. Well, thank you all for listening. If you got this far, please tag us on Fable. Follow Will on Instagram. Me and Maurice are good. Yeah, and we will see you guys next week.
Love y'all.